Hi, this is Barry C. Paul coming at you with YouTube with a little new videotape I'm making. Now this one has to do with my crystal chamber, which I've been telling you about all this time. So I brought some little pieces of parts of it that I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it. Now in this bag here there are some parts. So I'm going to take them out of the bag and show you what it is I'm making right now. Now this little item here, I'm going to call it, for pretense and purposes, it's called an oracle. And what that entails is it's a device used on the main crystal chamber that's going to be able to access the crystal chamber's energy. Now, these pieces here are all part of the same unit. And I'm going to take them and combine them in such a way that they're going to produce a highly energized magnetic field, which is going to be able to do like a communication device. And which is going to be a lot of fun to do, because I think you're going to be pleasantly pleased with this idea. Now here's what I have here on the table. Now these items are simple items, and as you can see there's nothing spectacular about them. But it's what I'm going to do with these items that's going to make this thing exciting. Okay, now here's how this is going to work. These here are very powerful magnets, ceramic magnets. And what I'm going to do is I'm creating a little 5-inch cylinder which is about 2 inches high, and these magnets are going to go inside the cylinder. And the reason for that is here. This side of the magnet is going to be upside down with the two poles pressing against each other, so that inside will be a neutral field of energy. Where there's nothing in there, you feel like outside forces, magnet, gravity, and all that will be neutralized in there, because between two magnetic fields is the neutralization, which is why they push like that. The field inside them will be neutral, so there won't be no interference from outside forces such as gravity and all that. So now when I put them in there, I'm going to have to seal them inside the chamber. And then I'm going to take these two little glass things here. They're made out of well, actually what this is, they're glass. But as you know, glass is made out of silicon, which is sand. And even though it's called silicon, basically it's like quartz crystal. So these are going to be on the outside of the cylinder, and there's going to be some items inside of them, so that when you put this whole thing together, you're going to have this very powerful this powerful magnet, and some inside mechanisms which I won't say too much about right now, but they'll be able to, when you lay on top of this crystal energy board I'm making, this whole thing should be able to basically float there, you know, like degravitation, and they'll float aboard the board. Now these here are magnets too, and what it'll be is it's going to be, they're going to be inside of this thing, 6 of them, like that. Okay. Oh, you're really tough, ain't you? But anyway, you get the general idea. See, you won't be all that magnets. You gotta love them. But anyway, that's basically how that's gonna be. There'll be 6 of these magnets on the side of it. Of course, they won't do all this to me. Once I get them stabilized, they'll be all like that. Well, anyway, you get the general idea. Magnets are difficult sometimes, and when you hold this thing in your hand, you got all these magnets on the side of it, and they're going to be neutral fields all around. And then you have the magnet thing. You have this mechanism inside the ring here, which like I said, I won't say a whole lot about. And this thing will be, when you hold it, it'll be able to be put outside the crystal board, and it'll channel the energy that the board makes into a kind of like a high-powered magnetic beam. So what we essentially have is, I call it the oracle. This is called the oracle of the crystal energy board. It's like an indicator. It's what you communicate with the device with. All the forces, which is not what I call outside forces. Well, yes, let's call them outside forces, because that's basically what they is. But see, they need a neutral energy field where they can go in and not be interfered with outside things like gravity and all that. So what I had to do was I had to build a device that they could channel their forces through. And this is the part of the device. They need something for me to put my energies through, so that would be this device. And the board, the whole chamber itself will be about this high, and I mean it's going to be powerful because I already got this set out so that it's going to be the most powerful device that has ever been created by a human being on any planet such as this. But the fact of the matter is, I'm on Earth, so I'm working with more what you call basic stuff, and it's not as advanced as I would want it to be, but it's the best I can do with the money I got and the resources at my disposal. So they've been giving me what you call alternate pieces of devices that I can use to fulfill the same purposes I would use if I had more advanced equipment. So I think it was creative. They were very creative about how they did it, because I mean I had common items and converted them for my purpose here. This is just a piece of glass, but when I'm done with it, this piece of glass is going to focus, because inside the glass here, for one thing, I got this metal paint. I'm going to paint the whole inside there with metal paint, so when the magnetic energies go through it, it focuses on that metal inside here and beams to the piece, and it focuses it. Because this is angled, and if you paint it inside like that, the magnetic field that goes through it will be angled off to the tip. That's how that's going to work. Because glass itself is silicon. And even though it's not the natural crystal, it's still crystal nonetheless. So when I put that metal paint inside there, it's going to enhance this glass thing by making the energies that go through it focus on to the tip of it as a magnetic focal point. So we're going to see some real good, exciting ideas coming through here, this thing when it's done. In fact, I'm on my way to Task Plaza today to do that. So I'll bring you more on this later. So peace, goodwill, and have fun in your life.